Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Hocus Pocus, as you already know, and this is episode 3 of my Minecraft Let's Play. So, if you weren't around for episode 2, what we did was we started designing our base, which you can see just behind me. Obviously it doesn't look like much now, but we actually focus more on the internals rather than the externals. We also got these 2 farms built behind me, planted a few spruce trees, and aside from that, we didn't really do much else in the last episode. Okay, so there are a few things I need to update you on that I've been working on between episodes. So firstly, I've been harvesting a few crops, just been gathering some sugarcane, been gathering some wheat, as you can see. I mean, this is very basic stuff, I don't really need to show you, but I've been replanting the crops, allowing the sugarcane to grow to about too high before knocking it down. Aside from harvesting the crops, I've actually laid down some flooring in here and laid down some roofing. So right now we are going with the stone brick floor and the stone brick roof. I think it works quite well with our light grey offset and our grey palette walls with the brown accent, which is what I use the spruce logs for. I've also integrated 2 furnaces into the build, so we've used some stone brick stairs just to allow us to get access to the furnace. We've done this on both sides, so we have one there, and as you can see I'm actually cooking up some more stone here. This was what I was using to put the floor down. We've moved the crafting bench into the center of the room. We've moved the bed here. It won't stay here, I just don't really have a proper location for it right now. And we also put a spruce hatch over the entrance to our mine, so everything looks quite clean in here aside from the front wall and the back wall. But I think today I've got something a little bit special planned. So as you guys may know, the 1.13 update has been out for a while now, and it is the water update. It allows you to waterlog a lot of blocks in the game, which means that you can build underwater quite well. So I think what I'm going to do is attempt to build an underwater chest storage room. So far I've sort of planned that I'm going to remove somewhere in this corner I'm going to remove some blocks, and it's going to sort of lead off down into a submerged storage area. So once I've quickly placed a few things back in the chests, which is something else I forgot to mention, I've actually labeled the chests now. So at the top we have misc goods. That's anything that doesn't really fall into the categories below, so a lot of tools, sticks, chests, ladders, that sort of stuff. Then we have our mob loot chest, so at the moment I've got some ink sacks, some bones, some arrows. We have our food and agriculture, so that's anything you can eat or grow. We have ores and minerals, that's just everything that we've extracted from our mines. So we've got our iron, gold, emeralds, diamonds, you know the drill with that. And then right at the bottom we have our building blocks, so that's anything that we're going to be using to build. So cobblestone, the wood, the andesite, all of that good stuff. Right, so now that I've given you the plan for the episode, we're going to build this underwater chest storage area. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera right now. I'm going to take out a section of this wall, and once I have something that is a little bit different to what we're looking at now, I'll rejoin you. So I'll catch you in a second. Okay guys, so here's a little progress update for you. As you can see, I've knocked out a corner section of the wall. This is going to be the entrance to our underwater chest storage room. So right now I've kept it a little bit rough because I don't want it to look like it was sort of carved out by a man. I want it to just kind of look like a natural sort of cave that has formed in the back of the base. I know that seems weird because it doesn't really fit with the theme, but I feel like it'll look cooler if I don't make it uniform. So right now we have this. I'll probably clean it up a little bit later, obviously add a few textures in and stuff, but for now I'm just digging out the space required. So if you come down, I'm thinking the water will be at this level here, so the top of this block will have the water touching it, and then obviously you jump in, and then you can just swim down into this room. And so far I've dug out a 10 by 10. I'm probably going to end up knocking it back about 5 more, make it a 15 by 15 I think, because that should be big enough then to make sort of what I'm going for here is sort of a deep storage system. So this room is going to be for blocks that I have a lot of, so things like cobblestone I'm going to be getting a lot of, obviously different type of logs I'm going to be getting a lot of because I have a small farm outside, maybe andesite, diorite, granite, that sort of stuff. Yeah, so right now I'm definitely not entirely sure on what we're going to be putting down in this room aside from the chests themselves, but I think something else that's worth mentioning is that I'm probably going to give it a similar design to what we have up here. So I'll be using the spruce as an accent block, and then I'll be going with some form of grey palette downstairs, maybe not as detailed as this because it will be hidden by the chest for the most part, but I will be going with the grey and brown accent. So I will continue digging this out. I'll probably take it a few more layers down as well, and once that's all complete, I'll come back to you again. So once more, guys, catch you in a second. Okay, guys, so here, I'm back for another update. Right, behind me you can see a sort of plan for what I'm going to do with this room. So let me quickly run you through it. Alright, so as I said, we got the spruce here. We got our chests laid out as well behind the spruce. So what I want to do is I want to have a 5 wide corridor that runs from the entrance to the end of the room, and then I want to have 2 5 wide corridors that run between the chest walls. So here's one chest wall, here's the spruce divide that shows you where the wall will be, here's another spruce divide, the double chest wall, and then I'm going to take the room another 3 blocks that way to create another 5 walkway so that we can get down here and also have a chest wall right here. And now that I'm looking at it, actually, I might split this one more. So at the moment it's a 4. I might actually put a 1 block divide between the two. So let's quickly do that right now. So remove these 2 chests and just place them 1 block away so that we can have a wall down the middle that I'm going to place a grey accent wall that I was telling you about earlier in the video in between the chests. So I'll place this block back here, and then obviously we'll have our spruce pillars that mark where the chest wall starts. And I'm basically now going to run chests from here all the way to the end of the wall, and then what you can do is you can just swim down into the storage room, swim into the corridor, take a look at what's in each chest, get what you need, and then get out of here. So let me get back to building. I'll probably extend the room out, make a few of these chest walls, and then once I've got a bit more of an update for you, I'll be back again. Alright guys, catch you in a second. Alright you guys, we're back again. Let me just quickly say sorry for all the cuts in this video, but I think this is the best way to actually display what's happening on the screen right now, because obviously you don't want to stick with me whilst I'm doing all the building, the digging. It's not very interesting at all, so I think cuts is the best way around all of this. But as you can see in front of me, I've actually built one of the compartments for our storage area. So in the end, I went with a 2 wide slot for each column of chests. On the left hand side you have the chest itself, and on the right hand side you can place down a sign, and you can type on the sign whatever you want to be in the chest on the left. Actually, I'm going to move that down a row just to make it look a little bit better. So cobblestone, that means on the left hand side in this chest will be cobblestone. So there we go, I can place some cobblestone in the chest and we know where to go if we want any. In the future I could possibly upgrade these to item frames, but I don't really have anywhere near enough. I actually have 0 leather right now, so I won't be able to make any for the foreseeable future. But I'm gonna recreate this design in every single cell. So you have 3 cells on each wall. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That'll go all the way back here. So this is actually going to be closed off. There'll be chests in the middle here, but this will be another row that we can walk down. So there'll be a cell here, here, here. That's 1, 2, 3, and then 3 more cells here. And just another thing to note is that I actually went with the spruce trapdoors on this side of the chest. I just think it looks quite nice. Gives the build a little bit more depth rather than just having a flat wall of stone here. And as you can see, I actually went with the grey palette again. I didn't mix up the textures too much. I just went with the andesite on the right hand side, the polished andesite in the middle. And then actually you can barely see it, but behind the chest there is cobblestone on the back wall. I put it in there just in case. You can't really see it, so it doesn't make any odds anyway, but I thought just in case, you know, the texture does become apparent, then there is something there rather than just a jumble of stone. So I was also thinking, guys, I'm actually dreading placing all the water into this room, because we're gonna have to go behind each chest. We're gonna have to waterlog the fences, the signs, everything. It's gonna be an absolute nightmare to waterlog this once it's all complete. But you know, I might not be able to finish it this episode, and if not, I will make sure to carry on this project over into the next episode and maybe future episodes if it takes longer than that. But it is quite a daunting project for such an early stage in the game. You know, my tools aren't the greatest. I actually did spend 3 diamonds on this diamond pick right here, and as you can see, it's already almost ran out. I mean, they don't last very long without enchantments, so yeah, I'm doing my best at the moment. I'm trying to get all the materials together. I don't actually have enough spruce to continue the pattern at the moment, so I planted a lot more spruce trees outside, which I'll quickly go and show you now. You see, I've got a row here. They're going up back onto the hill now, so one's actually growing up here. I've actually pushed some back this way as well, so we've got a couple saplings back here. So I'm going to keep harvesting, keep building, and if this is taking too long, as I said, I'll cut the episode, maybe do something else, or just carry on this project into the next episode. So once again, guys, there's going to be another cut right here, so I'll catch you after the break. See you in a second. Okay, everybody, we're back again. So I'm going to have to leave it for today with this project, I think, guys, because it's taking too long to harvest the materials. So I'll probably do that all between episodes. And then next episode, we'll jump straight back into trying to get this storage room up and running. But as you can see, this is the progress I've made so far. So if you're wondering what this is a dividing wall between the 2 rows of chests that will go in here and here. So yeah, this is the progress update so far, but I actually have something else in store for you today. So let's get away from building for a second and go and sleep the night away. I've actually discovered something that's new to the 1.13 update. So in the latest update, they've added in some shipwrecks, and there is one fairly close to our base. So I think what we'll do now is we'll head over there and check it out. So what I've done is I've made myself an iron sword, because a wooden sword is nowhere near good enough. You know, it takes a lot of hits to kill a mob with that thing. So I thought, get rid of that, get an iron sword into the inventory, and that will hopefully help us to defend ourselves against anything that might want to attack us whilst we're out here. Because as you know, the oceans are no longer safe. The drowned mob will spawn wherever it's dark, and I've actually been over here a couple times already. I collected some kelp earlier, which I thought I was going to need, but didn't end up needing for this episode. And whilst I was over there, those things were spawning 10 to the dozen. They were surrounding me, and you know, I only had my wooden sword, so I had to get out of there as quick as possible. But here we go. You can now see right there is our sunken treasure. So let's hop in a boat, get over there, and once we are there, we'll swim down and take a look what we can find. I also think there might be an ice spikes biome over there, which is quite interesting. You know, they're quite rare, but we have one right next to our base, which is pretty cool actually. So anyway, back to what we were doing. Let's find that sunken ship. Was it right here? I've actually lost track of it right now. Hang on, let me jump out the boat and take a look. How do I exit this thing? Shift. Right. Oh dear. Oh dear. Let's try that again. Alright, there we go. Okay, here we go. So let's swim down there and take a look. It's really dark, so hopefully you can see what's going on. But here, let me grab some breath here if I can, using a torch, which is a good trick to use, guys, if you ever need some breath. Just... Oh, it doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work anymore. Abandon ship. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to just do this in short dives and come to the surface for air. So let's try again. Let's get down there. Okay, here we go. We need to find that chest, because I hear they have maps that show you where the buried treasure is hidden. So let's try and find one of those maps. I think actually you might be able to use the long grass. Nope. This, oh god, I can hear a trident. That can only mean one thing. Yep. Okay, we're drowning, right? Let's get in the boat. Let's get out of here for a sec. Oh, he's still going for me. Whoa, this guy's crazy. Oh no, he destroyed my boat. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, I died. Okay, guys, this is not good. Here, let me cut here, and I'll get back to you when I've retrieved my stuff, which I hopefully will be able to do. Catch you guys in a sec. Okay, so I've managed to retrieve my stuff after that death, the first death of the series, to a drowned mob with a trident, and those guys hit pretty hard. I was actually quite surprised at that. But anyway, we're back above the sunken ship, so maybe we should give this another shot and hopefully this time not die. Alright, here we go. Oh my god, where did the boat go? That was so weird. Alright, so we're swimming down. I don't see any trident guys, but let's not... Oh god, I do. Here they come. I think this could be death number 2 if I'm not careful right here. Okay, no, this is definitely death number 2 unless I get off here. Alright, guys, I think we're gonna have to come back and do this another time. Seriously, these guys hit so hard. You don't get a lot of chance with them. I mean, if you give them too much time to hit you, things could be over pretty quickly. So maybe for today's episode we'll leave the sunken ship and try and get the treasure another day, because man, I don't think I'm gonna be able to handle it. I need better armor, better weapons. Maybe even a trident of my own would help me, but I mean, it's hard to get one without killing a drowned mob with a trident first. So either way, I'm gonna have to fight one of those guys. But I think definitely we'll leave the sunken treasure for another day. It's just too dangerous for me to be down there. So what I'll do now is I'll head back to the base, and on our way over there we'll have a little think about projects that we could get underway in this episode. So the storage room is a huge necessity for early on in a Let's Play, because you know it doesn't take long for you to start getting a lot of stuff in this game, especially when you're heading down into the mine and strip mining. You get a lot of cobblestone, andesite, all of the types of stone that you can dig from the earth. So this underwater storage system that we're trying to build is a huge priority at the moment, because those chests that I built, seriously, I'm filling them up so fast, especially the building blocks one, because every time I dig out a huge room like I did for the storage area, you generate yourself a lot of cobblestone, a lot of andesite, like I've already said. So you see, I've already almost filled up one double chest worth of pretty much cobblestone. So this project down here is actually a huge necessity right now. We do need to eventually get everything moved down here so that we no longer have to store everything up there. I will keep those chests in place because I still feel like they'll be useful to us, because sometimes when you get back from a mining trip, or you go out on a little exploration adventure, you come back and you find things such as eggs, which you don't really have much place for in your storage system. So it's nice just to have a place where you can just think, okay, I'll just dump this in here. So our food and agriculture, obviously you can dump the eggs in there. Our mob loot, I can get rid of our rotten flesh. Our misc goods, I can get rid of the stone shovel. Building blocks, I can get rid of the oak. So we'll definitely keep this small section of chests here, and we'll continue with this bigger storage section down here. But as I say, it's going to be a huge hassle to submerge this in water. And also another thought I had was that it's going to be tough to light this place, because at the moment we only have torches at our disposal. We haven't been to the Nether yet, and obviously the Nether is where you can get access to glowstone, and we're going to need glowstone to create lamps, which you can use to light up areas underwater. Because if you guys didn't know, if you don't light up areas underwater, the drowned mobs can spawn even during day. As you can see out there, when I was trying to navigate my way through the sunken ship, those guys were just spawning. It's just, you don't want that in your base. Basically, I don't want a trident throwing drowned mob in my base, because you saw how deadly they can be. So I might make it more of a priority now to get some obsidian together, build a portal, get to the Nether, because I think we could handle ourselves there for now. And then hopefully once we're there, we can get some glowstone together so that we can sort of lay down some light. So I'm thinking that we just place a piece of glass, maybe, or even without a piece of glass, it works. You can just dig out a spot, put a lamp in, and it should help to light up the storage area. So you guys, I think maybe I'll just leave it there for this episode. It might be a little bit of a shorter one, maybe around 10 to 15 minutes, but I'm actually at a loss for things to get started on now without entering a new project completely after our failures with the sunken treasure. So I'll definitely leave it here for this episode, and I'll get to thinking on what project we'll get started on in the next episode. I'm thinking maybe get to the Nether, get some glowstone. But until then, if you like this episode, please just leave some feedback. I love to hear it. Leave a comment, drop a like, subscribe, do what you've got to do to show me that you're enjoying this series, because I do really like to hear your guys' feedback. It makes me really happy to read comments. So if you did enjoy the episode, as I say, get down there, leave a like, comment, subscribe. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.